182, 196, 204, 210, 212, 215, 220, 222, 230, going up slowly, 223, 240, 240, 242, 244, 249, 254, 250. Woo! Nice. Tell me that isn't fucking sellotape. Tell me that isn't sellotape. Right, this has been apart before because that's bent upwards. So this has been apart before. There is sellotape in it, but I don't know why. Changed out the O-ring, and there we go. There's an air seal. So I'm going to give this a clean. And I think that is all it's going to be. The gearbox is actually in fucking good condition, so that's nice. Point twos. 310, 312, 310, 313, 315, 312, 314, 314, 315, 312, 313, 314. Now there's a hell of a lot of fucking grease on this. I mean, this was fucking flooded with fucking grease. So it's going to take a little while for that to clear, because literally it looked like someone had been using this at a fucking bukkake contest. But even with that, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. And there it is, Scorpion Evo, all sorted. I actually don't work on Scorpion Evos because I've had far too fucking many that get the red light of death inside the fucking magwell. It just reminds me of the Xbox 360, and I just don't need the red ring of death. There you fucking go. Evo working absolutely fine. Power is absolutely fine. It's running the 11.1. I know the ASG have been saying, oh, it's fun, 11.1. But I know from people that actually use these full fucking time that the 9.9 live fee is the way to go. But if it's working the 11.1, fuck it, use the 11.1. This one here literally just needed an O-ring, and it needed the hop unit fettling against the gearbox a little bit, because it was a little bit rough and tough, bit of a pain in the dick, and it wasn't sitting perfectly. That is all it was. O-ring and bits not sitting right. This is 2 bottles of wine that was gifted to me by 2 completely different customers today, because they got the hint. They got the hint! Just throwing it out there. For those that are interested in what I happen to drink, do like red wine. There is no way in hell that I'm putting his battery back in there. That is not fucking happening. Because trying to get a battery down that shit, you can fuck right off. Not interested. Too old and too fucking wise. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is one that I finished up this week, and when it was sent to me, it was sent without the handguard attached and without the charging handle attached. And it's something that I never actually put back in through any of my testing. I literally put it back together, I put the handguard on, I didn't put the stuff back in, and I never put the battery up the inside because I know what a complete fucking wanker it is to get those in there without scratching it all up. So the issue is that is flapping around. It shouldn't be doing that. Also, with no ammo in, for the first few tests it was done, it was firing in full auto on burst fire, but that was without a mag and the button held down. Now, this could absolutely be because Parcel Force have stamped on the package, but it's unlikely. It could be because this was put in really tough and pulled back too hard, and it's broken something off of there. You know, could be the customer's fault. But it could also be that I put that in wrong. I ain't got a fucking clue. I might have just put that little spring in, or whatever's going to be in there. I may have just done that, and it was hanging by a fucking thread. I've gone back through all my video, and when I actually release the bolts in my original video, and I sort of reset it, I do it this way round, so you can't see if it's floppy or not. So, although it wasn't like that when I finished the gun, and it wasn't perfectly tight, but it certainly wasn't as floppy as that. There's no way of telling whether that was a fuck up on my part, and literally that final time that I pushed that bolt down and did a chrono test, that was when that spring could have popped off or anything like that. Okay, so a spring looks like it's popped out of there. Looks like a spring's popped out of there. Now, I never took this piece out. This was always in there. So I get the feeling that that spring was never in there. No, I don't know. Ah! There's a broken part. I have figured it out. I know what the issue is. And it looks like it was always like it and dangling by a thread. What I did is I pulled out a little spring thinking there's got to be some kind of spring, so I took one out of my box of springs. There has to be a place for that spring to fit. And the first place that I could think of was in that hole there. There's actually a recess for that spring to fit. Something that size. However, when I put it back together, like that, there's nothing. So I thought, there's nothing there. It can't be that. So I'm finding a way to put a spring in, right? And then in the corner of my eye, it's that piece there. Something would normally be elongating from there, and it sticks out just enough. Let me try and get this back in. It just comes from where it snapped off to there, and that would be where it was. Now, I had no springs left over and no little bits of metal left over either. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take your box apart and see if it's in the box, and if this has taken a knock and it's broken off. So I've drilled a hole into there. You can't see it, but that goes to about here. It's fucking deep. So I'm now going to insert a rod into it, see how much play that gives me, how much leverage, and I'm going to try and go deeper after that. Drilled, grub screw gone in, and grub screw glued. I'm so glad I buy stacks of spare grub screws. As you can see, that is perfectly straight. Look at that, I did a tech. Can you fucking believe it? Now watch this shit. That goes in there. And that goes springy. Fuck you! $3.19. $3.21. Burst fire. Perfect. Semi again, and I'm going to use it until it runs out. And now it's stopped. Mag out. Drop the BB. Nothing. Reset. That's what you want, baby. That's what you fucking want. It's been a fucking long time since I've worked on one of these. And there's nothing worse than when somebody receives their gun back and it doesn't fucking work and there's a problem with it. and it makes your fucking heart jump into your throat, you know? You know, he covered the postage to me, I am covering the postage back to him, and I'm sorting it out, and there we are, that's the solution. What I have just learned 2 minutes ago, 2 fucking minutes ago, is that one of the videos I sent to him saying, look, here it is, you know, I found the issue, can you look on your floor where you popped it open, just to see if that fucking bit is there? And there it was on his living room floor. It literally must have been hanging by a thread and broke off. I didn't like that wasn't working. I didn't like it. It's not on, it's not fair. You know, that guy put his faith in me to get this thing back to him fully working. And it doesn't fucking matter whose fault it was, because when he picked it up, it wasn't working. Obviously now it is working flawlessly. So I think it's likely it was just hanging by a thread and that was its fucking time to die. What more can I say? But I'm a man of my word. I'm sorting them out with one of my Evo mags, because I'm nice like that. That covers his postage to me. I'm covering the postage back, and I've sorted his gun out.